All right, let's just dive right into this. We're looking at a pretty powerful title today, The 12 Laws of Wealth and Financial Freedom. I mean, that's a huge claim, right? It's not just saying, here's how to get rich. It's suggesting there's a real, structured system for taking back control of your financial life. So let's break it down. And this is the promise. This is the heart of the whole thing. It's not about making a few small improvements. It's talking about a complete transformation. It really sets up two big ideas that we've got to unpack. First, what does it actually mean to leave poverty behind? And second, what in the world is real wealth anyway? So yeah, let's start right there at the beginning. When the source talks about leaving poverty behind, it's not just about the number in your bank account being low, it's digging at something deeper, this idea of being financially disempowered. Now, this is what's so key about their definition. It all comes down to control. See, financial poverty, in this sense, is when your money or, your lack of money is calling all the shots. It's deciding what job you can take, where you can live, what you can do with your free time. The whole goal is to completely flip that script. And that flip brings us to the destination, this idea of creating real wealth. And they use that phrase for a reason. Real wealth suggests that there's a big difference between just having a ton of cash and having something more solid, more meaningful. So, what is that difference? And here it is, laid out side by side. This is so crucial. On the left, you've got what most of us are taught to think of as rich. It's all about that high income, the ability to buy stuff, the external appearance. But look at the right side, financial freedom. This is a totally different ballgame. It's not about what you spend, it's about what you own. It's about assets growing for you. It's about owning your time, your life, and having this deep sense of internal security. That is the real wealth we're aiming for. Okay, so we have our starting point, being controlled by our finances, and our destination, owning our time and assets. The big question is, how do you make that journey? Well, the source argues that there's really only one vehicle that can get you there: financial education. And we're not talking about a college degree. We're talking about a real, practical understanding of how money actually works in your life. And it breaks down into these three logical stages. Step one is you have to look in the mirror. You got to understand your own situation, your income, where your money is going. Step two is about looking outward. You learn the language, so words like assets, liabilities, and cash flow. Stop being intimidating jargon and start being your tools. And then step three, that's where you become the architect. You take that knowledge and you build a system that is designed specifically for you. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The title doesn't say the 12 tips or the 12 suggestions. It says laws. Think about that word. A law is a foundational principle. It's non-negotiable. It's about creating a personal constitution for how you handle your money. And we get a number 12. Now, is 12 some magic number? Probably not. But what's powerful about it is that it's a defined set of rules. It's not this endless, overwhelming list of 1,000 things you should be doing. It's a contained, manageable system, and that makes this whole thing feel, it makes it feel achievable. So why is this so powerful? Because when you have your own set of financial laws, it's like a filter for your entire life. It makes complex decisions way simpler. It forces you to be consistent, even on the days you don't feel like it. And maybe most importantly, it protects you from making those purely emotional money decisions, which, let's be honest, is where we all get into trouble. It's not about being restrictive. It's about creating a clear path so you don't have to guess anymore. So what does this all mean for you personally? The whole point of getting these concepts, poverty as a lack of control, wealth as freedom, laws as a framework, is so that you can sit down and start drafting your own financial blueprint. It's all about turning these big ideas into real, tangible actions. So let's make this real for a second. The source might have its own law number one, something like pay yourself first. But what about you? Seriously, just think about it. What is the one single, most important rule that you need to establish for yourself right now? Maybe it's about getting out of debt. Maybe it's about building an emergency fund. Defining your own personal law number one, that's the first real step to building your entire system. And in the end, that's really the ultimate takeaway, isn't it? The journey isn't about chasing some magic number in a bank account. It's about being an architect. It's about thoughtfully designing and building a structure, a system of your own laws and habits that gives you genuine freedom and control. So the only question left is, what structure are you going to build?